What's going on, y'all? It's the Cool Teacher here today to show you how to find the slope-intercept form from just 2 points. So here you can see I just have 0, 1 and 2, 3. I'm going to find the whole slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b from just this. So let's get into it. The first thing I have to do is find out my slope. So I have to use my formula for slope. So this is my formula for slope. And I'm gonna take these 2 points and plug it into this formula. Remember, when I have ordered pairs, I have x then y and x then y. Since I have 2 sets, this is gonna be my first x, this is my first y, this is my second x, and my second y. Oops, my second y. So basically y2 is gonna take the place of that. This is where my y1 is going to go. This is where my x2 is gonna go. And this is where my x1 is gonna go. So what I end up getting is something that's gonna look like this. 3 minus -1 over 2 minus 0. So I have 3 minus -1, which is going to give me a 4. Remember, 2 negatives right next to each other are going to be a positive. So this is basically saying 3 plus 1 over 2 minus nothing, which is just going to stay as 2. Then I'm going to simplify this. And if I were to simplify this, this will simplify into 2 over 1, which basically would just be 2. So my slope is going to be 2. That's only the first part though. Huh? The second part starts with my slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form being, so this is actually way easier than what you're thinking. I know as soon as y'all hear I got to do 2 steps, y'all get like,
boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But all you got to do is just plug the numbers in and do the math. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in both of these points so you can see regardless of which point you use, you're going to get exactly the same answer. So I'm going to do more work than what you have to do. So you just pick whichever one is best for you. At this point, I'm going to start with this point. This is my first point. So I'm going to plug all of these into here. So y, if I look at this point, my y was -1. So I'm going to come here, plug in -1 for y. Bring down my equal sign. M is my slope. Well, m equals a +2. So I'm going to plug in my +2 for my m. M is right next to that x, so it's showing multiplication. So it's going to be multiplied by whatever x is. And if I look here, x is 0. So times 0 plus b. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and do the math at this point. 2 times 0, do this first, that's going to give me 0 plus b equals a -1. Well, 0 plus b is literally just going to be b. So what does b equal? B equals -1. Now, regardless of which point I use, I'm going to get exactly the same thing. So I'm going to redo this, and then I'm going to use this point. And I should get -1 again. Now, what I'm doing is extra. You don't have to do this. If you just wanted to go ahead and do this part and then get your answer, you could. So if you just want to skip to the answer, look in the description, and you can go ahead and skip to the answer. So for this one, I have y. So for this point, y is going to be 3. Bring down my equal sign. M, remember, m is still 2 because that's my slope. So that's still 2. And for this point, my x was 2. Because if I look here, x is 2. So plug in 2 for x and then plus b. So the same thing I did before, just do the math and get it solved. 2 times 2 is going to give me a 4. Bring down my 3, my equal sign, and my plus b. And at this point, I have a 1-step equation. So I just have to solve that 1-step equation. Remember, to solve equations, Inverse operation to the number on the side with the variable. This is the side with the variable. So I have to get rid of this positive 4 by doing what? Minus 4. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So minus 4 over here. So these will cancel out. And 3 minus 4 gives me negative 1 equals, and then I bring down my b. So as you can see, I get the same thing. This side, use this point. This side, use this point. Regardless of which point you use, if you do the right math, you're going to get the same thing. So I just wanted to show you, pick whichever point you want. A hint I'd like to give you, usually points with 0, as you can see, make it very, very easy to get to your answer. My last step, because I'm not done yet. I have to go ahead and write this in slope-intercept form. So to write this in slope-intercept form, I'm always going to start with my y equals, and my slope, because in slope-intercept form, m is the slope. Slope is 2, so 2x, and then my b. Well, I found out that my b was negative 1. Regardless of which one I did, my b is negative 1. And I get that from down here, so 2x minus 1. And there is the slope-intercept form from these 2 points. If this helped you, send it to somebody else so you can help them. Other than that, this is the Cool Teacher, and I'm out.